Hello, my little mathematicians. Today I'm going to help you get started on your textbook homework of dividing decimals. Let's go ahead and start one of the harder ones down at the bottom, number 13 together. If you want to, you can always try it yourself first, pause the video, and then come back and unpause it and check to see how you did. Okay, whatever comes first always goes inside your house, and whatever comes second always goes outside your house. Now, I don't really need that zero, okay? If you want to do zero point 0.4 divided by 8.9, that's fine. However, you can't actually divide by decimals. So if you have a decimal out here in your divisor, you need to move it until it goes away. So this one I only need to move once, which means then I need to move it the same amount of times inside the house in the dividend. So I'm going to move it once here as well. Okay. Again, you can have decimals inside the house. You just can't have them outside. If they're outside in the divisor, move it over to get rid of it. And then however many times you moved it in the divisor, move it the same number of times in the dividend. Okay. And then I just find it helpful to rewrite it. Now you have 4 into, that's moved 89. Okay. And so ask yourself, how many times does 4 go into 8? It goes in twice. And 2 times 4 is 8. Go ahead and subtract those, and you get 0. And then bring down your next number. Okay, 4 goes into 9. How many times? Yeah, 2 again. So 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract that, and you get a remainder of 1. Before you move on, always double check that your remainder is less than what you divided by. Now, the baby way, we used to just put remainder 1. Or sometimes you put the remainder over what you divided by. So you wrote it as a fraction of 1 over 4. So it'd be 22 and a fourth. But now we want to know exactly what is that as a decimal. So how do I write 89 as a decimal? Yeah, it's just 89.0, right? Isn't 89.0 the same thing as 89? Okay, so now I'm doing that so then I have another number to bring down. Okay, and then just make sure I bring that decimal up in my answer. Okay, and now I'm going to do 4 into 10, and I just keep going. So 4 goes into 10 twice, and 2 times 4 is 8. And when you subtract that, you get a remainder of 2. 2 is less than what I divided by, so I'm good to keep going, and I can technically add as many zeros as I want. Okay, so 4 goes into 20. How many times? Yeah, 5 times. And then when you subtract that, you get a remainder of 0. So I'm done. My answer is 22.25, which remember earlier we said the remainder was 1, so we said 22 and a fourth. Isn't 1/4 the same thing as 0.25? It is. If you find that your decimal keeps going and going and going and going, double check the directions and make sure that it doesn't tell you to round it off. Okay, because after about 4 decimal places, we probably won't make you keep going. Okay, so always double check. But this one was 22.25. Hopefully that's what you got. You got this. You guys are going to do great.